Yeah, I would say it's about time for some new rubber on this back tire. Alright everybody, what is up? What is up? As always, thanks for stopping by to today's video. As you can see, we are here with my 2022 Harley Davidson Softail Street Bob, and today we are talking about some of the fresh rubber that I recently put on this bike. So this is my 2022 Street Bob. I have had this for almost 3 years now and a little over 14,000 miles, and this is the first time that I am putting new tires on this bike. Recently had the bike at the shop, got fresh rubber on the front and fresh rubber on the back. So first off, the back tire was really starting to wear out. I'm going to show some footage up here of what that rear tire looked like before I changed it. As you can see, that middle tread is just totally wiped out and totally gone. And of course, the tires that I had on here previously were the stock tires, the Dunlop D401s, and that's what I replaced them with as well. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the type of riding I did to get that mileage out of my rear tire. That was replaced at about 14,250 miles. Also, again, we did the front. I wasn't actually expecting to do the front. Thought the front had a little bit more life in it, but when it was at the shop, the guy was like, well, you could put some more miles on there, but with as much as you ride, you're probably going to be back here pretty soon. So kind of just made a little bit more sense to do them all at once. I didn't get any pictures or video of the front before it was replaced because I didn't plan on replacing it. I didn't think it was really that worn out. So this just gives you an idea of what it looks like fresh. I've got maybe like 150 miles on here since I put these new tires on. But again, give you a little bit of a look at what that old tire looked like to give you an idea of what that was. Again, this old tire that we've got video up of here right here had 14,250 miles on it. I think that's a pretty good mileage, I would say, to get out of your stock tires. Let me know what you guys like for tires on your Softails, what tires you guys are running. Drop it down in the comments and let me know what kind of mileage you guys get out of your tires as well. I'll be very curious to hear that. I think right around that 15,000 mile mark was a good number for me. Again, all depends on the type of riding you're doing, weight, luggage, areas you're riding, amount you're riding, all that different stuff plays into a factor. So I'm going to let you know, we're going to hop on the bike here in just a second. I'm going to let you know all the different type of riding that went into that, and I'll be curious to hear any of your guys' feedback out there. Like I said, types of tires you like, the riding you do to get the best experience out of your tires. I'll let you know why I went ahead with the stock Dunlops for my next set as well. Alrighty guys, so you may be wondering what all type of riding went into that 14,250 miles that wore out, specifically that rear tire, and kind of pretty much wore out the front tire. Well, obviously, as you guys know, we're here in the city of Philadelphia, and I like to do a lot of riding, a lot of traveling, but everything that was encompassed with those tires was a little bit of everything. Some city riding, some stop and go, day trips out to the suburbs, and then lately, honestly, there was a lot of long hauls out on the highway. So I do a pretty well-rounded amount and styles of riding, I would say. I could be wrong, but I've always thought city riding may play an impact on wearing out tires quicker, possibly. I don't know, with all the stop and go, you're kind of really grinding those tires to a stop so frequently with so many different lights and things like that. But I would say those stock Dunlop 401s are a pretty well-rounded, decent tire, I would say. I did all of that. I think the lifespan of, we'll just round it to 15,000 miles, is a pretty good lifespan. I mean, in my opinion, like I said, 3 years, about 15K. I know I replaced a Sportster rear tire at around 12K. That thing was pretty worn out, but obviously what you guys saw, I'll throw some more images and video of where this rear tire was after 15K to let you guys know what it looked like. It was pretty much shot. I might have been able to push it for another couple hundred, but the real reality check was when I was coming across the state of PA and got caught in about 3 hours of rain with that tire. That was not a pleasant experience. Even on dry roads, when a tire gets like that, you start to feel that little like sense of oh, this is getting a little sketchy, a little scary sometimes. You just kind of know that maybe that full traction isn't there or something. I don't know. It's probably fine on dry roads, but when I was riding across the state in rain, man, that was scary. I'm not gonna lie, it spun out a few times and it was pretty bad, just wet, saturated everything. I slipped around a few corners, and I mean, that was like the real reality check of like, all right, we got to get this tire changed when I get home. So I bought the tire, the rear tire, took it up to the shop. The guy was inspecting it. Like I said, I wasn't necessarily expecting to do the front. Thought we had a little bit more life on the front, but he's like, you know, I mean, you're just going to be back here in another couple hundred miles. I was like, all right, do them both. So anyways, once I hopped on, I mean, you can tell just night and day the difference with fresh tires. Even just pulling it up off of the kickstand, you can tell that just more rounded, grippy feel, as opposed to that like worn out tire with kind of some flat spots and things like that. Kind of with like that flat center spot where all the tread is gone. So pretty happy to have these fresh new tires on for the rest of the season. But back to like some of the riding that was encompassed with those, again, like a lot of highway traveling, but not usually weighing it down too much. Sometimes I'll travel with a larger bag that's going to add some weight. I know the more weight you add to it, probably the quicker you're going to run through tires. I don't ride with a passenger on this bike all too often for that to make any difference. So I mean, pretty much just kind of like a well-rounded, little bit of everything type of riding with those tires. And being the fact that I got about 15K out of them, I was like, I'll just go with the same ones. You know, they seem fine for me. I'm not doing anything for like performance or, you know, any crazy type of high-speed cornering or anything like that. They really just seem like fine and good enough for me. They feel good now. They're brand new, safe, effective. We'll hopefully get another 15K out of these. I know there is a lot of good brands of tires out there that I hear some people talk about sometimes, so let me know what tires you guys like on your bikes out there and what type of mileage ranges you're getting out of them. Is around 15K about right for tires? I would say so from my experience. I'm sure you can probably get maybe like cheaper tires, different compounds that are still good during the life of them, but you know, maybe they expire 7,000 to 8,000. I'm sure you could probably get some more expensive tires out there that are maybe going to be lasting a little bit longer, maybe up past 15, 20K miles. But like I said, for the price, the style of riding, very casual traveling, city, day trips, weekend trips, maybe week-long trips here and there. For the price point and my type of riding, the stock Dunlop 401s are totally good and fine for me. I'll probably use these for the life of the bike. But I think that'll start to wrap this one up, talking about tires. Like I said, guys, let me know some of your favorite tires for your soft tails, your compounds, your price points, your life ranges, how long are you getting on these tires, what the type of riding you're due. Drop them down there in the comments and let me know. But we're going to finish up this ride through the city of Philadelphia that you can see right there as always. If you like anything we got going on here, make sure you go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel. As always, ride safe out there, guys. Make it a good one. It's the Moto Jawn. We'll see you all on down the road. Peace.